Hi, this video is going to explain why I'm not uploading on the other channel because I won't be able to post this on the channel it should be on. YouTube has reviewed the content and think it violates their sex and nudity policy by saying I linked to an external site that contains nudity, pornography, or other sexually provocative content. The trouble is, they're overtly telling me I link to archive.ph. That's archive today. And what it is it's a backup copy of a WordPress site and all of its postings it labeled as 2022, which may or may not be accurate. And the website was, the WordPress site was called God is Loving, and it was run by David Wynn DePepe. And I was talking about the censored unicorn image he had taken or stolen from a person who took the photo Halloween 2020. That's what the title of the video is, by the way. In fact, I have the video, and it's unlisted, and there it is. Anyway, the point is, I don't think they're really flagging me for pornography from an archive website because I did something really simple. They're complaining that the link, this link right here, which I'm not allowed to cut and paste into the description, is a link to a porn site. Now, there's something I did that was very important. Yes, David Wayne DePepe originally ran one of or the other WordPress site as a clothing optional advocacy website. We'll call it that. But none of the link, it's one link, but none of the links it includes, which are just links to other archives, contains any form of pornography. None. And it never has. Now, the WordPress site might have been flagged for pornography a long time ago, but it doesn't contain anything from an archive. Next, the archive censors out any video data because it doesn't bother archiving it. It has a certain megabyte limit, and most videos exceeded it, so our archive today decided they weren't going to archive any videos. That and the fact that almost no one does. I also like to point out that archive.org also had exactly the same link, written the same way, but it's archive.org, which means YouTube doesn't have a problem with them. Anyway, because I did an update to a bunch of pages about David Wayne DePepe, YouTube is flagging all of the videos that it can find that mention archive.ph now, and now has locked me out of editing because reasons. Now, A, it's because they really thought it contained pornography when there isn't any sign of it anywhere. I can't find any. I mean, trust me, I went ahead and said, okay, I'll go ahead and try to find some porn. Couldn't find any porn. Next, I think they're just censoring it because I'm covering a subject that was, number one, in the news. Number two, people are spreading misinformation about. And number three, YouTube and Google are notorious for the sociopath behavior of accusing you of something they know you're not guilty of because they don't want to say it's because you're covering a news subject. You're covering something in the news. It didn't contain any nudity, pornography, or sexually provocative content, number one. Number two, this has happened before when I linked to a page that contained nothing of any kind. It was a blank page. They also flagged one of my videos for pornography when it was a zero-length, zero-byte file accidentally uploaded, a broken video upload. They decided a black screen with no audio for 1 millisecond was porn. This is the excuse flagging that YouTube uses. Now, even though you can see this on the screen, I don't think they're going to go ahead and flag me for it. Because I'm showing you, for purpose of criticism, their methodology for shutting me up. Now, this one here also has the same link, and it was another video, again, about Nancy and Paul Pelosi's Pacific Heights, San Francisco facade trap bunker security through obscurity video I did, where I pointed out that the Pelosi residence was probably built on purpose to be nearly impenetrable, except that the blasted back door glass, safety glass, wasn't made correctly. Maybe the good stuff was out at the time. Anyway, I had said I can appeal. I'm going to read back the appeal verbatim. Archive.ph is a subdomain of Archive Today and is not considered a nudity, pornography, or sexually provocative content source. It's an archive. Okay, this is like flagging people for linking to a page that links to a page that links to something you don't like. The God is Loving WordPress website was a clothing-free advocacy site in the past, but I can't even find that, by the way. But it was used most recently by a currently infamous attempted murderer. That's all it is. The wildcard 2022 asterisk that's in the URL just links to a list of archives of blog entries for 2022. And again, I couldn't find any of them. I went through all of them that had any pornography. I mean, I checked it. It's not there. Why not allow me to remove the link since it was a link to an archive? None of this showed me or the viewer any provocative content. It sounds like you're just censoring some other content and or shutting me up till next year, February 3rd, which is when it expires. Because this way, if they keep 2 strikes on the account, I really can't upload because they'll look for any excuse. And as soon as they do an excuse, I'm not permitted to appeal. And by the way, they've done 2 strikes today, and they kept the previous strike on the account for something that was also claimed to be pornography, and also claimed to be illegal, and also was not. And they immediately rejected it because when I was filling in this kind of explanation, they went ahead and did something sneaky. They made it to where it automatically sent as a blank or a blank appeal, and they won't let me appeal again. That was the first time I've ever had to deal with that. So yeah, today they flagged my channel twice on purpose about something that, by definition, this link cannot contain porn because it doesn't. It doesn't even contain bad language, which is a little bit weird in most of the pages. It has big black lettered pictures that say censored for your protection, and also white on black pages that say censored. But those are just links to him making some sort of dramatic statement about how he's being shut up when he absolutely can publish all he wanted to. And also, I'd like to point out, there isn't any value to this. Nothing in my video was objectionable, except for me explaining in this video here that David Wayne DePepe not only tried to murder Nancy Pelosi's husband because he really wanted to murder Nancy, but also because he's a thief. He stole an image that was taken on Halloween 2020 by a particular photographer. I was pointing out that he actually did violate a rule. He stole some content. I mean, yeah, total douchebag. So let's review. I'm being flagged for pornography by pointing to someone else's website's content, but I didn't point to it because I pointed to an archive list that you could potentially find whatever he had posted at any time. It's a wildcard page. This is a little bit like YouTube flagging me one time for pointing at, get this, just the page bing.com. You know what they did for that? Misinformation. How funny. I wonder if I put a link that goes to google.com, they'll say, oh, that's a meta page that'll load up pornography. You know what? I bet they'll do that too. So anyway, to review, I've been flagged for sex and nudity policy, again, for something that can't possibly contain it. And this time I got away with appealing it twice in one day. Now, again, if they keep setting flaggings on lots of videos and make a lot of busy work for me, they will succeed in taking down my other channel. Because that seems to be the purpose. Because, again, I'm going to be leaving an archive link that leads to an imager link that you can look at, the one that says the archive.ph, godislovingwordpress.com 2022. And you can look and see no porn. None. Nothing. It doesn't have anything on it. It's a lie. So anyway, this is what I got now. This was the warning in July 2019. They'll never take down, by the way. This is the one that expires November 15th that they gave me in August that they were lording over me. So I had one. And this is the appeal. And this is the one where I pointed out that Stephen Paddock was a douchebag. Oh, that was harassment and cyberbullying policy. I'm sorry. I'm getting my bullshit flaggings. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You're looking at it. Stephen Paddock. Cyberbullying and harassment of Stephen Paddock. And this time it's me sexual and nudity content flagging for pointing out that David Wayne DePepe is a shitbag. So that's how YouTube handles data. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And I wish everyone a great deal of luck with that because you're all going to need it.